arm robbers bi dia kwabo ani
Edum Bosheba Plaza yeben Methodist asafonia oben prisons run about no bibidru biara rehwe bia no ba promise ba wonsa be ka bi iye papa enafe Bosheba electrical sinkania papa fie home appliances ena electrical gadget de Bosheba akofa ne so po ozaba ni naro no moluta akoton ena Monday or pekure bien bi so no ozakobo no ho bra wo fie ni nara wonsa e be ka bi nkrabatani e basa edum oye anti-attack kufabro sandan mu ye ho pizza timpotem horo no nso no ye ho na Africa jetie market ni hwe ni mu nso no ye wo pizza timpotem ho na ebowrom ewo oye Bosheba Plaza Bosheba building ni mu he ya no nso ne ben prisons one about one sabakayen 0536095966 nye ahomatrofo a eze ebefre ni mokui ena waso ye na asem enumbre yerba abosom damsomfo a modbosom enumbre mezineze uncle ebo baini afi yemfa ensem ne mu nkyeremu fa mosomodza na yerebohwi na yakọ asante anafo police atenaka so ho no na wada abotu gode hone sa ka amemfu bi ye papa dem roba ye bambo hu nsem bokonkan wo man mu no na se ahwefo bakaya borikyem de ebirbi a wetwem krofrom na mamponten ya obeni kumase amemfu bi kobokro no bi a dem nkrofo yinare no dem operation e wakoye watch wana kan ho a worikyem de obi a odi muntintimanye pa wabonitura watena na no monsedo
Yetosumienu operation Yetosumienu no eye de ekosi wo mampontin eye 28th March 2026 sa operation so approachfo eni sa enipa bonifo ekudikosi ani na ekowi ase no na yensaka eye gang leader na nka ofra ba akunumu no a yenua petit boni din eye obey awadi mfie aduonu nwotwe a ofri garu a ni din ankasa pa ye de friend ne Osman Razak na police fonsa kano we de ni ti yeye yensa kano a ote ase nti ebetoto nano na yedina kogina mranim na emrani na di na bra ni didi nkomo kakra no nsem kakra waka kire no ye pese ye ne amanfo che pagya tumu se krono amoboy ya konforian fo krono ibi enye ne obi wi awia ne nanu ano hwe benku ni fa obi eni wana akotwe ne obi ntuma na ode ko ne bi we do mo ba mu kuratuo ene ma edi pre nipa wo ho uni ho inform ho wo na ogina si omkwan ya ombeku wo se sa krono no amako bebre na ne edi kan bo so se yenu amuniru se ene ne ko ye ne nyina nso wagya tumu se ampa okobi o se okotakwa de ni bi na mu ba ko pe ana o kan se no de wa nkobi eno ne ne si wa plawo no awo voter region ono nso ebobo ne nkofo ni din ne nkofo na o gang no mu gang na o de edi erukasem ebokro no edi nkofo nya no obobo obi din na edi obobo no ene ne muniru bobo no ehia pepepe ono nso bo edi bi se bash ima a na hotedi ni abodie atakakra a ono so ahotedi ni 80 se oni nyina na ye adwuma na emom osan so akan se etuo na muniru ka se wo ne nchen no eni ni nchen na emom e bash nchen etuo ni AK47 mienu ani pump action baako in fact Brian Saka Petit o sa bra oni approach for die hiama etuo kan no ni enya no ho bi ni se okura pistol abrofu tuo nkituo ibi na je se watu baako etuo be ba ya to baako eni etuo be ba mienu ande ne entoye ne fa ne live cartridges no ni nyina enya free eye Petit ho
Lede jumaji sunku bi akodo ewo abankasim onam mrahye begom jumaji bi a weji ne mrika to oji na enyim de mrabaye enum bi wo man Ghana ne hu ekonya de ode woyem insakraye papa ya banbo ho nsam enwumesuo nsam ene sikasam totoe eka ho na wonda abankasim no parliament wo wie dam mbrani nyina wie no omampanyin de nsa ahyasa yedeka sei wabaye mrolo bobo man ho ban
Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama ede ne pen asi nkrata ahodo nimu a ekọ mrahye bedwafie na akase Mampani besan na abaye mra no so a sabrio Mampani asan na numu eno Mampani Mahama enkase mu echim se ohwe Security and Intelligence Agency Act for na eba betwa Ministry of National Security na sabrio no ama ho akonya ama ne dia na ye National Intelligence Bureau no ababe Bureau of National Intelligence BNI afi Mampani na nsabesha asiama Bambo jumeni bia obekọ asoye bia koye jumama osuafo bia Mampani Mahama eza to aso echiremu se ohwe University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences Art na nso so a eno ba beboa kra ama yanya asuapon foforo kra ewo apoe mantemu a ne main campus ne be ewo bonsu na wanya nkrabata bi ewo ohawu ewo otimantemu ene akyerensu a ewo ahafomantemu Mampani kasa no eto aso echiremu se ohwe Growth and Sustainability Levy Art na eba beboa ama hawa hodo a dwumako etufu ahudie wo mamu etu edon so 3% no oyi e de aba 1% ama ho an ha omo.
I've signed 5 bills into law. The first one is the Security and Intelligence Agencies Act 2026. What it does is it removes the Office of Minister of National Security and frees the President's hand to appoint any minister to supervise the security agencies. It also reverts the name of NIB, National Intelligence Bureau, to Bureau of National Intelligence. And so it becomes BNI again, so that it sorts out the confusion between that security agency and a very well-known Ghanaian commercial bank. Then this is the University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences Act 2026. It sets up another university in the eastern region at Bonsu, with 3 campuses, main campus at Bonsu, second campus at Ohau, and the third campus at Achirenswa in the Ahafo region. Then this is the amendment to the Growth and Sustainability Levy Act. As you are aware, the act was amended to increase it from 1% to 3%. And so this act reduces it again. That is the levy on mining companies. It reduces it again to 1% because of the introduction of the sliding scale for royalties. And this is the Ghana Education Regulatory Bodies Amendment Act. It amends the act to take away the obligation to charter by universities. The final one is the Ghana Deposit Protection Amendment Act. This is an amendment to an original act that is supposed to guarantee deposits of the public that is held in commercial banks or financial institutions.
Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kasa in Olecheme de Omani Ghana baby a yeginesi sia se assembi no hu hie ye pa do wo de ye kan wasama no ye mebu na wonye adwuma nye nkrofo a wonye agibane ndi apomodire ho nsam nwumasio nsam ena nyimpa bi a wonye baby nda oni nye ho Omani Ghana ye wo mu sei pa na nye LGBTQ+ ho asam no wo de ye nkomo Mampani di tugwa wa bra civil society organizations bi ne mpanyifo yin kehie no yin jingomo no lechire de ono sisiare be bia adwene nam no onye LGBTQ+ ho nkomo do wiade na Ghana yin na yere kan wasem na mmum no Ghana fo wo hawo ndwuma na mmem Ghana fo banya di na be bia Ghana fo badan oni yaade o hia ni sisia pa.
On human rights, gender and inclusion, Ghana remains dedicated to upholding human dignity, equality, and safeguarding vulnerable groups. We are aware of ongoing national and international conversations around rights, freedoms, and social cohesion. Regarding LGBTQ+ issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter. Nevertheless, the private members' bill introduced in Parliament has sparked a complex and sensitive national conversation. Our position is guided by our Constitution, respect for human rights and dignity of all persons, and the need to preserve social cohesion. While there are strong and differing views within our society, we believe that these issues must be addressed through democratic processes, our core values, dialogue, and the rule of law. I'm also mindful of reactions from our international partners, including the recent developments such as Lincoln University's withdrawal of their honorary doctorate. These developments underscore the importance of continued engagement and mutual respect, and of situating our national decisions within our constitutional and cultural context.
War in Shemuja, Omampin Mahamani Civil Society Organization, or you want to share Comodino, a Krobo Munusuno, ye, Nancy Mawabo to go there, a share, so ya, what her, a quan and a quani idra. One day, what the contract be, and my contractors are horror there, when ya quine on now, Moboto go to chimney, pepper, and a fine, one bomo, you kukumugua, and when you contractors lazy. Omampin, you made dinner, send a wash or so for an or share quantum pona, when you did there. On financing crowd on trail report tintin wabo to gun nimunchidum on fambra.
In this regard, I note the recent expose by the Fourth Estate on procurement processes related to the award of contracts under the Big Push program. While sole sourcing is legal under certain circumstances, under our current procurement law, would all agree that open, transparent tenders are always preferable for achieving competitive pricing and value for money. Although we've seen snippets of the investigation from the media, I've instructed my office to obtain the full detailed report from the Fourth Estate and to conduct a study of the various allegations presented in the report. We're also requesting the Ministry of Roads and Highways to present a detailed response to those allegations made therein in order to inform government's action on the matter. And it is precisely for such situations that I announced that government will introduce amendments to the Public Procurement Act to limit single sourcing in order to promote greater transparency and ensure proper value for money for the money we spend on projects. I've also requested the Minister of Finance to fast-track the setup of the Independent Value for Money Office, since the amendment to the procurement legislation will require that all single-source procurements be subject to rigorous value for money review. I remain of the conviction that single sourcing must be used as sparingly as possible and would consult with civil society on the new legislation we propose to use to restrict it as a method of procurement.
Lawyer Kisi Ejaben and Oye Special Prosecutor, our Office of the Special Prosecutor. Na lawyer Richemete, Amanyofo, what the Office of the Special Prosecutor Nidina in a Wobuhi Papa, Odam Katase, Jurum Kankai Proya, Wadukuru Honinti, Ose, Senye, Omampain Mahama, Otude, Senya Oye na Adwene De, Polititi, Kofubi Wanasama, and Kafim Pinunu, Edunu, and Num. Busuma Ocho 20 December nka Office of the Special Prosecutor no nka we free hokra na olichemede amanyofo de wonya wate Office of the Special Prosecutor na ena popobrebrim wabo honi ye pa
ahwefo bakaya last year petition bebre na come President John Mahama say only Office of Special Prosecutor en free ho ene lawyer Kisi Ejaben Special Prosecutor ishembia se no dabatu dwa say politicians no omoye sa anyo mani na o san say ni office no politicians ni hu say omo bad news e ma these politicians inti na omoye bia say ye be ye afiri ho or they are distressed to civil society enim say omo ina enkambom na omoye ko say
to scrap the Office of the Special Prosecutor last year. It's not dead. And this is a charge I'm giving to civil society. It is not dead. It is alive. But we should not depend on the goodness of the president to say, withdraw it from. Rather, we should build this institution for the ages. An institution which stands the test of time. I was approached in respect of how to reform. And a lot of the talk I heard was revolving around me. And I told these well-meaning people not to make proposals because of mine. Some may see me as good, some may see me as evil. But do not end legal provisions around my traits and practices. The same way I'm saying, do not let this office's existence depend on whether the president wants it to operate, as we saw in December 2020. Secure it, bound it up, board it up well. And now we have a glorious opportunity with the Constitution review process. Let it be sound in it. And we are gratified that the committee, the Constitution Review Committee, put such a proposal in it. Let it be well founded in it. Let it be well planned, so that the next special prosecutor will not spend so much of his time fighting for survival of the office, fighting for survival of his position. It has been most unfair. It has not been for the best as far as our fight against corruption is concerned.
Leadership Academy Jumoku bia wapa ho etam in the day wo Kwame Nkrumah so ponmu a wo susu de wo derbatiti mbabun dem roba ya wonya abanoti dwumadi wodza woda somo mani ye papa na cluster head wo Western Central Africa Ura Norman Williams in all say abanete usum amambra nentete mu papa fi bona ho yamfanka hena adusuon ho na dache yenyampanimfa obotu nweso manimu na waza akoma paaso.
Now our Leadership Academy Ehontoma Ewa Kwame Nkrumah Suaponim College of Humanity and Social Sciences Emane mema eduonum mienu aka won abom se obegentete ani suehunu na daacho abeyem panyimpa e de ama omen enumu na Ora Norman Williams Cluster Head West and Central Africa dia district to abanenim se na da Roman enema bia schoolfo ni hia se daacho obetimi abeyem panyimpa wo omen mu no onfamo awo mo
yehu se Ghana no yehia ethical leaders mpanimfo a omo bedi nokure okwe enkantete na ye papa nom ne na nam Kwame Nkrumah nom no omo de omo tu omo ho ma Ghana nti se o hwa ase niam asesa kakra na de KM Yosifo yi ade a ebeboa masa leaders no asan ababio se na be ya nyese ye ba be peska ye ba be power but ye ba be tu ye ho ama oman Ghana mesre mefa kwanya we so asrese aban no de omo be ye bia omo be promote ethical leadership among our students no womunye siska no mo be shemu omo fanshim african so menso de minyaye kura nka yen starting free SHS level.
Professor David Asamoah, Pro Vice Chancellor Kwame Nkrumah Suaponim.
Futu amede ma student ne se brone ekase opportunities demands responsibility. O de batwi ma ye pa che se sa akwenya ya omenya no ma omo ntoto na se mo mfe ni agro say aboa wo mo ya select nipa bebre ne wo college enso ya select mo 52 ye hwe wo mo modimbo we ye second year for ye hwe wo mo modimbo mo bo no first year eni egina so dia select wo mo enti ni nyina ye kire se o mo ba ye no bi anhye wo mo ma na ye se ye be yire ye ho o mo yire ye ho no mo nya ho mfaso no enti se ye san ka se ya select wo mo no in fact enhye ba ko wo mo ne se ya select wo mo nya se oko no akotiada oteda na wa anya de a ye you free
Hamina eka ezukufo ayi wo mu ehun.
I do not take this opportunity for granted at all because it's one that is going to open up a lot more opportunities for me going forward, especially in my academics and career. And on leverage, I intend to open up to every course, trainings that are going to be available to us, ask questions when needed.
Most Reverend Gabriel Justice Anoche, the Archbishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kumasi, in order to Ghana for enough for the East Ayerque, Yambo Modern Day, Yen Hano, Batsna, Asum Jimikanka, 1 hour Casan reconciliation in Timunkodo.
Ewo Catholic esom enhyehyeye mu no wo hye Easter die na se efri ebinada kronkron saada no sofopon mu pon edi asofo sisterfo ene asorema ne nyina anim ema wo ye esom kase a wodi hyira enwo so a saa enwo no eno no didi dwumadi ahodo nyina ewa asori nim ebi te se obi yade na ye ka ne ngo ye bo obi asu na ye ka ne ngo afe ye hye osofo na ye ka ne ngo Most Reverend Gabriel Justice Yawanoche ekasa akire agidifo a na ehyiam ewo enwunhyira esom ne mu no ogina Pope asem a waka so se ewiase nyina enya ntokwasem enya asem ya ka kire yenua na yanhwehwe se ye ne yenua ebetena ye na yesiesie ye ntem no ekasa kire Ghana fo nyina se entokwa enya nyansafo ene sososo eninti ebrenie se die ye ya ebema ntokwasem aba ye ne nipa setena mu bia no yentwe ye ho mfiri ho wo se wote ho na wasomdwe a emmompa ye da ensusukura se dako uno bibenya ntokwa esan se entokwa esayade enya de papa kura.
Avoid hurtful words and harmful words. Seek reconciliation and peace. It is time to stop the foolishness of war. It is not a strong word. It is not strong at all. War is more stupid, more foolish, with all excuses, with Kadaparolin, than the war itself, than what we think war is. War is terrible. If you have not experienced war, never in your life experience war. Wish for war for yourself or even for your enemies. The consequences are innumerable. We cannot count them here. So the Pope was very clear, and his spokesperson, Secretary of State, has also been very clear. Stop the foolishness of war in Iran, in Ukraine, perhaps in Boko, perhaps between Alabanyo and Nkonya, perhaps the foolishness of war in our communities, in our convents, in our parishes, in our rectorates, in our chaplaincies, perhaps the foolishness of war in my secretariat, perhaps the foolishness of war, fighting, backbiting, violence, vendetta, vituperation, the viewers. In our lives as Christians, as priests, perhaps the Pope is not only speaking to Israel, America, and Iran, speaking to us to stop all foolishness of war in our lives.
Achim dompmehin berema amwako temen twum ina olsre abanede nempotem ho akono wo ho no watete wie papa panjine branya dudo wode abanu twana mon no besiesie na akwan ozemo hon ma amwako temen twum dikan eye dompmehin na wahinse na feno nsemi tudia wo chese so ba krom ho di akwan enyenyenyenye nyina tete apansam tete mu so die so ba krom ma ye ma esetna ye de pa die ebi ne ho nto se aban emlemu
free medical team chebi kuru nyina chimen kuru nyina amanfa how do how find it the man who said cancer ebre papa ba pa bo wanya go say ni ma sana baba be see to you go for say ya by 15 minutes one e kwa no ado say father say ka na be ko no me you ko na go die so to asa giri be ko anu kwa
Amafo wo krom bu nso kasa do made sede to aban ne ma wo kyese so ba school a oba krom ha akwa anya no school so nye esuo kra ho asem akwatwe munya nso papa nom ento sere aban twa ne mehwe achim dompem na omo bre
ya achim dompem aye we ya bre pa nana we de ni die kwa so a yeslew school yes nana no mpanifo na abo ye ho ban anasa support o school ya yesi yesre nana yesre aban se aban obeye mwa na school dan we se de mpanifo aya besu sei na omo de omo kakra wa support no so beboa omo ho ade nyina akofom tina aban yesre o twa wani behwe achim dompema ya foko chebi ti yesre mo meboa en na nsi suku ani yensu osem no Enkosomayen. Because your pipe, a cover 5 years near Akabush. School day, a cover 5 years to 6 years near Akabush. Nanano support on that support yen. It's your buying, yes, who I am not sure when you better dump in mine. I know about the free buy. There are background meaning, Nana, yes, Raw. Yahu adin na ba ya kwa nyina nye ntino dum ka ya ho na aban huyamobo achim dompem na na do krom chebi na ya wo na ya so support ya na ya so yen bibia ya da ma se ko ko ebite ko ko be dompem kasase chebi no akon ni ko ya ni abele na nanom aban 24 mo abem mo yen esa dia yan so yakachi hunye bibia mayen esa dia mo de ballot box ni be sia dia yan to ababiom yan to abaye ni abaye ni mu ni ababia to
Administrator Zima Rema Salvation International School Madam Abena Owusubi Akufu ena O2 oye awofofo de ehwe mobile phones a wopede ye free mu famo wo masum no oba oye be papo sane de mobile phones no de bia obo mo from ma mo wo research na mo from ma bi use no kwambo no do na chede awofo nhwe won anwonko wono nti obaye a awofo mbo na mo from ma ni use na mo no yen guide won ye pa.
Madam Abena Owusubi Akufu ekasa chemu se enen phone a abeka ye ho no eyade papa nanso akoya no ho okumfudumfo phone so ahodo a emofra ya na ekuta won mo abra won mo ko school no ebi won mo ho no mo adwumadi o mo didie no eyade eboa nanso eduru ba bi a enam se awofomfom ani eni mofra na chi e wo kwan ya mo fa so de won phone so didwuma no na akoya ohawo e de ama awofo no wose ne e ba san kra na ya research ahodo e wo won mo adisua mu a ene na phone no eboa wo mo ahohare so e ma won mo hunyo pese won ehu bia na dru babia information akodo ya na wo phone so ni titiu owko social media enkwada no enya de firi honom no ya na ya de ha adwene pa koyese wodi information papa efidu ba no na bia de ohunu social media ene babia tete sa no so nya de a ebo akwada no enti nkebe ya awofomfom ani ni phone so akodo no a o mane kuto mom didi dwumade na chi ebe ya kranka akwa ne koda ya nje phone so no fa ndundum no ade achi a akwara na age phone no e de ato na disua so sei no che ni nsem no efa
Chese eboa empano addition eboa mo research nenso so akradio ya akroe bibia o so monitor no so one monitor na eyeden a wo ba kopie bibia eni so kopie enu na ema ne emmo no entia na mitu awofo ni say so oba wo phone na odisua de ana bibisa na eye na emo monitor no na hwe say o koda last PTM yem ka say emma akran fa phone koda because o de koda eyeden a obekwa kopie baby papa beba into social media no akoye no ho odonfo konfo na times information so eba no emma nkran confused into wo for na kasa kra no social media koye no celebrity bi say and no bibi akoto ye ni tiesa emma nkran adwen into ye na ehia pa se owofo ye ben ye ma no eni de ade ehia pa ma de owofo bi wo ha obeso na ni ba beso na okọ obeba na ni bada ento ni ndi nkomonti so ko social media de be tino eno do boni bra wan hwe no konya danfofo so follow social media na but obey ni dia oni ndi nkomo ko nya bibi kra na obebusa obi ama another me call say na me hu ye etisa na entisa into social media no when you monitor no and ku na oja ni sadia saying
what one kasa so no chese directors ahodo a free ministry of education awon kasa akwada bone a maye ntwa na ba no efa ba bi no yade a yenhwe na enya abankwa na betimi de atia kwada no enema dodo na wo ho no so a ye betimi de atia kwada no
yesi yenja embabro na ye ne bibimam ha na say ya so no ayedin anase ya ye tutu emaje se boya ba na kromu aba no so but bigidi say kwan foforo ha betimi de atia ye mana betimi ama omo anso reform na say de omo ye no omo gianti yesi emba table ha wa hwe ya teacher ni egufu na ofa aba pe asamaba
omanfa wowo infante sikaman subruso numesua na abrono ahoro a wetwe ho hye nyina ho na woru so frɛ aban ni nyina wo afano not krosi na se de ende fomu eguti nyi dwumaji a dam brono amabobodo na nkro a wetwe hye wo nyina no wogi na nanse mu no wehu de ahoho bi a woye China fo webo gumpotem ho a waji ho ne dwumaji nyinara woriji na mo ya rehoin de China for we ya wo ya wa baji hon adwuma yi Ghana abammofo ene wo bo won banje wala sra bande obanama imbebun baye opepepe oye enum impim enum ene wo bo hwere adwuma won potem ho
Yaduma abandada no breso yebie ma ye community mining say ya fanhwe ye nabusua ane ye ho no ene nkrofo bi aba omoji sa adwuma no afri ye nsam anu nti ye kɔ ye sra aban ane mpanimfo say wo momo yen say de be ya ye nsa besan aka yadwuma ye beto aba no ye NDC for mpanimfo bi ba ha on be hye ye mbo say senior MPP for aye no so omo so ba won be ye de chensa mpanimfo a eba sa abre no eye Mr. Michael Pepra ani Dr. Tony Obin ani mpanimfo bi a omo ya kukudam NDC mu ana on be hye ye mbo isese ya mebo na se etumi to aba no ma omo yi a on be ma nkrata papa ebebo ma ya yi sa adwumen ye de osia ye woyo eto aba no ama omo ba power sese ekwan a nkrofo bi di ye fa so na wamoji adwuma na free ensem no ani enyan nukura ekwan we ya so ye nkrofo a ye National Concerned Small Scale Mining Members ye join association no anu nti ye kasa ama aban ate na wa ba beboa yen adwuma na ye no efa nipadom a adon bro empim num ewo dwumadie no mu ye guso adwuma na ye no enye ye nsensuo ye nse asase ye adwuma kɔ efom a ye efom agudie na ye tu enti ye nse asase bia ye to aba wie no ye ni mpanifo gusu a ye di nkuta ho ana ye nka bi hyemu a anano soje fo ya batato abaka egu abonten adi bulldozer ebegu oso omu ye adwuma ya tin ye enti ase omagia de ma China fo na omu to aba ma oman no China fo de nya konya na ye na ye to aba ema aban no ema se MCO so wan ebe ye adwuma no ye de yenko na wan ema ye adwuma no eti yesra aban se won kye nani mehwe ye krom ketu afuyi ye ni adwuma bia yesu ye didi ano na ma yesu ye tumpon ye ka abato a yesu ye di mu bi eti yesra mpan fo so mu ye mobo no mu nche o mani mehwe ye na adwuma ba akofo be je adwuma ni free ye nsem a ye ni padom we ye be ye dan ye nsa akoya no eti yesra mu so mu ye mobo na asase no mu nyima ye ne se be yesu ye ni ye ma aba ema bebre wo ma o mu ni kuno adwuma ya na ye nyina ye de hye ye fie
Tebonodo eze amamo na Asanko Gold Ghana eye nyumuku kase a oban ifom egudi ni ntumu a wareder wo miye papa na wole kiremte wo Ghana hen oye mining industry no mule treye papa ono de akonye kase aboto ho ye pa de oman Ghana mebu ne benya adwuma ye
Asanko Gold Ghana ena wone Rabotech erwon sachet krata asori yenhye sede ebeya wobetimi aboa ama won abie enyuma ede ama niparodo a won dodo eye empem abiesa a enen no eye direct jobs sanso ena wobesan enya enipa empem enum a enen no eye 5000 indirect jobs a ebeboa ma manfo na fei imebunu a wo magnim no won atumi enya adwuma ye na mpanimfidi won hyehye tumi krata ase a nebo $4 million a enen no ekire nhye ahorowa oman Ghana brebre sika sam totoyi akoduru no wodi sika be hyen mu nenen aboa ama oman ne mpuntu atimi akonkan na managing director a order Asanko Gold Ghana ano Dr. Charles Amoa ena ode san hye tugu akire se eyenhye a won aye se de be ye beboa ma Ghana mabunu ne fe won a woni adwuma yen so no won atumi anya adwuma ye na okire se san hye a embrembre won aye no ebeboa papa ama enyansunsan so ewo mabunu ne fe won a wopa adwuma titiriw ene won a woyensa no nyuma ahoro na nen aboa ma won so won abrabom atimi asiwun yi na saa hye nyinara no kan hye ahoro a chief executive officer onen order mineral commission ano onen nso akasa na wakire se abasobo soronko ene ode masa adwuma ku kire se santi ase krata wode won sa hyase ebeboa amanyuma aba oman no emu
Ebsa na ye ka wote enwuro no nsia Oyerepa television kasebo ena ehwe ye bra ye dudu ye twe ye no ho akaja aboafo nkrato ya baye ba eze agozi mu nsam botyo dama.
awusia anyumre so yana wase so wani guso a ohwe Oyerepa TV the odu no agudie mu nsem chefa ewo ye no nsia bre kase num na ye de esom wo nsem no so doson de disefata se ohwe na otie na ye de esom ene anwumere sports lawyer ni the only sports lawyer in Ghana football coming way na ye shase enfi aban baben na so ye oye speaker of parliament na odi atudwa se da bi ade na oto adon ne manche ne ye no na ntimi mfa ncho mo o kire tactics and I was saying nka oto ado esu e win game no.
After 1 minute you are making substitution when you've been a goal down for quite a long time and when it was visible that the center was not holding because people were tired and you had substitutes, you waited till the last minute. This is unpardonable. What happened yesterday is no coaching. I'm telling you. I know why I'm doing this. The money that KGL is spending and the money that some of us spend in football, we are very concerned about it.
Say Otto Ado any coach Emma on my Ghana BM na the teachers Saudi Arabia and former Morocco manager Walid Regragui Edin Komo almost 80% na a likely say heavy nad umbejana kwai after numeric game or bonus heavy nad umbejana kwaya Ghana be appointed heavy nad as coach for the Blasters of Ghana if only bibia ansesa yenko George Efriye Kaneno na oye vice president of the Ghana Football Association nensema odi tudwa nyina ene se emrewe no e we se Ghana Football Association nyambotre na omuhwehwem e paw coach with maboa ama yakwani
Chano na won doing there maybe me fit onya broader consultation onya tre non to no bo non consult and on ene nyame achawade ket we second vice president of CAF. Where you sit, you need information via Okawunya. You need to take your time, consult broadly, and then make a good coach.
What is there's a 5-member committee. Shaka so on but then the committee number.
Now 5-member committee.
Randiabe chairs it. Seven Apia Paka. Nsenche Abuabri some go pe coach me
the
Blaster management committee some go pe coach me na enya no
but I don't think the checking news me say authentic now
because we Blaster management
Yanko ministry no asye minister for youth and sports in a minister for sports and recreation Honorable Kofi Adams NHM say World Cup 2026 USA Mexico Canada differently here supporters ebeko na ayresoa 800 supporters and it don't be 2026 FIFA World Cup no.
How many people do you hope to send?
Well, the cost is quite high, so we're thinking about not doing more than 800. The supporters union are plenty.
You want to send 800 Ghanaians?
Well, that is the plan.
How much will if we are sending it? How much will it cost us to send?
If we are successful at sending, the calculation we did, even at the group stage, it will cost you about $9,250 per head. Even at the group
are the funds contributing anything to this amount?
Well, they have to pay for their visa fee, of course. That should be their contribution. They also have to find something to feed themselves, because I've made it very clear. We're not going to. A lot of people have come to the ministry looking for feeding contracts and what have you. I say we don't have anything.
So you are sending 800, hoping to send 800 people.
That's the.
You will pay their air ticket and their hotel
we
and their travel.
Air tickets, accommodation, their ground transport, and we are also arranging, of course.
And this is roughly $10,000 per head.
Yes, roughly $10,000 per. Not up to 10,000. It could be less.
Kofi Adams Edin 72 point of view so ewo channel 1 enra yedin komo ewo eko Vincent Asifua oye member of parliament ema amanfo a womo ewo otafo ena ochim se nanoda emra omoye fundraising semwa GFA president Ketia Sokreku edotu dwa no na ehu hia so be kasa nsem no one oye no politics ningina emwa ema e football no enkonanim
Ghana enim football nation yes never ball especially when you also take Kofono board you could see say we had the competent people
in terms of players
okay but the telepathy was not there. One of the things I mean is say overtly Montano the encophobia especially the leaders of the GFA the Ghana Football Association at the time where you the fundraising and support a year Black Stars say between the World Cup in Central for the same between opportunity and Marco supporters between opportunity and fundraising. The leader of the GFA was unnecessary. It brought about overly unnecessary politicization of the football. I want to to me can okay small kind say for the first time Ghana Black Stars Enyen Lucy match upon the time when President Mahama visited the Black Stars. What does that mean? Osaka Twaso Krampu Bill say reset agenda no ebia can Black Stars.
Politics.
So also reset agenda, which is an NDC slogan. As a GFA president, also you're neutral, also you're Ghanaian. Your leadership should espouse somebody who is a Ghanaian, not an NC person. So we the reset agenda of the NDC. Ibiaka Black Stars. I'm a Black Stars in Lusu match that. So if I show you Lusu, you need Austria match. What does that mean?
I was yagina we so na enyumre yemfa good winsem nyina esia na ohima prisi yes chedi omra na omfa hosepesem no emra emesimo
Ebusia mayama wajo ema wakwaba emfa umra enije kasiye yimu na me amede besomo media ne obapa prisi mebo edi ransom mu de ama odia eya celebration of life papa she ene ema me akosia sewa de hye so no eno nam so ema endum to fakuku dam bebre na akopie mu ho ache se omode enije ekabo mu a omo perform ede ma ema me akosia sewa amanfo ayesi okromo a ebusia mamento also enfo nkora nsem mu eye refa movie awards the health work success so emasinichafo tese bebre na ekopiem Salasi Ibrahim James ne nkofo keka ho omunyina ekopiem de ni gie etusa no mo Yesini cheni abaya kama huni kala krana. Tesa obeda. O kan se mi se kane no ho. Na casting na de soa kese kan say your manuscript no Awurade Nyankopɔn. Na wo hwɛ ne skin color na Awurade. O se na say na burden kese pa. Tesa wontimi nya ho hwe na so na idie.
But when I started the industry, you know, casting was a problem, you know.
They wouldn't take big.
Oh, as of 2019, there was a big production I was going to do in Nigeria. Everything was set. And then the producer writes to me and to tell me that, hey, so the executive producer saw what you look like and decided that, you know, for the image they are going for, they want a beautiful, successful career woman, and you really don't fit the role. Or there was a movie I was doing in Nigeria, and then it was actually the director who told me. So I get on set, and then the lead actress being wonderful, being nice to me, and the director say, hey, let me tell you the truth, though. He said that for his character, he's a rich career, you know, man, wealthy, whatever. He needs a certain girlfriend, and you are not that girlfriend. And the director, you know, really took a chance on me and said, she's gorgeous. So for many years, when I came into the film industry, you would notice when they are casting plus size, you're always going to be the funny character, or you're never.
I was here that saying, I Becca, dear, met also Edward Korea, Mamma Florence Obinim. Was it or Pobi and I collabo pa dia? There's a pa Satawale. To move anymore.
My dream. But a banner say, O can't MCBM, you'll be a minute bear, and I can make a shatter. It will be a tongue cramado. No, about me landing, shatter, many and a general cake. You can ask him. Do you say, my fancy mummy and mom pie? I say, Obini be a no money be. Do you? I say, me bomb pie.
Midi Eddie Obapa, Prissy Midi Uja Uncle Ebo Bini Macau.
Abusha yema ehu akwa ba bi ne mo wie kase bono wo nkrofo aman ohoro to na bezo loko oye hechi iman mu de mabra wo kase basabasa bi esi wo ho a yere kase nyimpa edunsia wonnam dam basabasa ye no do watora ozawe hosem aba hechi man no mu ye papa.
Aposifo wo hate mem wani abra wo hwehwe gang bia wo de emrasho wonsam na wakwakoku enipa base dunsia ama enipa bi kure kase enipa no elbro saa ebi kire se ahuri akwakodu adioson na no mu ena ma wudi sama ekoso ewo Jen Dennis empotem ho aka ho bia enipa base empimsia ena etupia fa dwan wadwane afri bia ho de woti akopa ba bia obenya ahome enka ne kyerem se okọ Petit Rivière de Artibonite ho so no nipa bi eko to share nipadodo so a eho de obi ahu na emom nipadodo na ena eprepra saadie di hupa ena aba omanfo so a aka hu bi ama se ye kase pani kwanche for that Haiti Observatory Committee ano remain legue Grammaison abewie ne se baabi eniam aduro Haiti mem no se mpanfo boa se be ya obeyire bambo hu nsemu na omanfo anya asumdue.
Sir Echo Sudan manuma asumdwe nyoma no mukra yere kese oman ne fa baby hu angasa waache woroko omanmu a potokese mo ne civil war no na wonam dem basabase edum wole kyerem de emonato na wore hyema na wonye wona adeda wo manmu no orokodo wo mbia ine de ntokwa no kodo wo hoye pa
Aba betodwa se ukopiem ewo Sudan memu a miaya hodo a ntokwae koye north ene south darfur na ene yakwakoba se ema hodo na enya asumdwe kravi se asrafo ene atuatodom a wodi akon no okọ no okokon ntokwa ne bread na otumona enum ababetulwa se ene mabe se 3396 ena otimi enya akokodro ene amasekuba tanjumaku bi ekasa ya ochemu se wonyina saasemi ebi ato wo na obubu nkontana na ye nyina free be se general bosome wa afempimienu ene aduonu ena anum ebesi November bosome wo afempimienu ene aduonu enumnim na nemu ena wochemu se Sudanese army ene paramilitary rapid support forces nyina eyesa suboni bia ochemu se Yemen ekoso wo kampa hodo bi tse Zamzam Abushok ene
Ebuso hana berema ye kwa ni kase bonu wesi na Bosheba Electricals wo oye Bosheba building abrosandan ni mu bomo general ben prisons runabout in imedi edwumana botu electrical gadget room appliances to the maloso na in the promise ba ye wabrosan kro yare mu a bidura papa biara rehwe da so won yerba no ebupine no ha wonisa ebaka bi kese boneti somfa mo bosom yimere mezineze uncle ebo baine yeresoro do kodra no hwe Oyerepa television.
TV